Dr. Gold in the lab, Twitch stream glowing, formulas flashing, minds wide, knowledge flowing, equations on the board, numbers never sleep, teaching math and physics while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled, flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules, from Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down. Actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice. Maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex. Quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs. Relativity theories, worlds getting small. Grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep. Grafing out the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold. Brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down. Actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice. Maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
It is Tuesday. Love us a Tuesday. Unmute. Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, my mic, there's a button on it that I always forget to hit. It's unfortunate. But yes. No, thank you. No, I was muted at first. Yeah. You're good. Appreciate the attention. Oh, what's up, Zorn? Let's invite Zorn back up. Zorn is struggling with theoretical physics.
That's good.
What's up, dude? So I did message my friend. He's unfortunately at a conference this week, but he gave me some
Wow.
I know, yeah. He's at an anti-gravity conference in New Jersey.
Really?
He did give me some insights though on that question. He said doing stuff in r theta space and then using arctangent to go between polar and Cartesian. I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit too much. You know who actually might be able to help is Ramton. Let me see if Ramton's
I
around.
think I solved it now.
Oh, you did? What's your solution?
Yeah. So, my initial idea was correct, I think.
Okay.
In treating it as a linear equation system.
Sure.
So,
I agree with that.
The tangent and the tangent vector and normal vector, they are both as they are. So we don't add r to them, even though there is no hat in the equation. And
Okay.
the rs of t that we calculated in part A, that's what's supposed to come out of the equation. And then you basically just solve for x and y. So I'm doing that right now.
But then x and y have to have r in them, do they not? No?
Maybe.
Or the rs of t is a unit vector?
I don't think the rs of t is a unit vector, but
Okay.
maybe if you...
Well, if it's not a unit vector, then you got to have an r somewhere. That has to be an r variable coming in somewhere, right?
Just a moment. I mean, probably there's going to be an r if you... if you solve the equation, you solve one equation after xs of t, and then put it into the other equation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna paste the image here. The fuck? One sec. That thing's being all weird. Where's my screenshots? There you are. Jeff says arc. Yeah. Arctan I know is correct. I just didn't want to go into arc. I don't want to convert between polar and Cartesian. That's annoying. That's super annoying. Okay, cool. Anyways, it's Tuesday. What's up, guys? Good to see y'all. We're trying out a new thing here that Sensation suggested of, like, let's go stream in the just chatting category. Like, let's go into the pool with all the, I don't know, hot tub streamers and feet pick people. Wow, and we got a raid from N Simplex. What's up, Obi? Thank you, man. What were you doing today on your stream, Obi? Shout out to Obi. We love Obi. Obi's great.
Feet.
Ahoy! Yes, great. I saw you were playing. What was it? Extreme Dangerous yesterday. I didn't see the stream today. I was busy writing a special relativity textbook. Maybe add the tag girl gamer. You want? I do have long hair. Yeah, I have long hair, guys. Right? Do you think I could get away with this, Sensation? Girl gamer.
Feet.
Feet. He says, just feet. That's all we got to do. Oh, what's up, Zorn? Come back.
Well, I tried to send you the file, but
Yeah.
Okay,
I got you. You sent me something. Here, I got Zorn TA. Let's check this out. Let's go see what we've got. Oh, this is my podcasting one. Although I can have like Sensation here. Look, there you are, Sensation. You're in the corner with me. All right. But I need to go to his file. Let's see what he's got.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Actually Feet.
Feet. All right, let's see. Let's go down. Okay, so you said x of s good equals RR, right? So then
you set up two equations, one with the x components and
Sure.
one with the y components.
I agree with that. That's fine.
And then I solved the first one.
Isn't this what ChatGPT was doing for us that one time?
Actually, I'm not sure if it did that.
I'm pretty sure it did. Here, I'll find it. I know. Here, you can see all the stuff I was doing today. I was doing Lorentz contraction stuff. Where was this? Graphing sinusoidals timing? No, it wasn't that. Bag ADT, thin negatives, and fiber. What the fuck were we doing? I think it was this one.
Kreisbelegung Schuhe. It was that's number 2. Your ChatGPT chat had something German in it. It was
yes, we love the German stuff.
Schuh.
This one. Okay, here we go.
That's yeah.
Did some math help, looked at the elements, very cool. Obi, do you know about like change of basis and stuff? Are you familiar with that? Matrix algebra. It is kind of matrix algebra. Okay, look. So this went through like this, right? And let's see. Did they get the same equation you got? X cosine minus y sine equals R.
Well, I mean, ChatGPT for some reason
they swapped the cosines and yeah, they swapped the cosines and sines, but whatever. And then they got R omega t was x sine plus y cosine. Okay, whatever. They just have like a minus sign difference on theirs. Yeah, not base 10 to base 12. No, it's like basis and like matrix space stuff. It's annoying. It has to do actually with dealing with Cartesian coordinates and stuff. Yeah. I wish it was just base. This is the difference. This is why I was telling Zorn that this is where physics starts to scare the math people because they start doing real world things. It's like, wait, I have to figure out like where the shoe's going. Like, what about just numbers? I just want to deal with the numbers. Again, feet.
And then I tried to solve it x, and then but
okay,
it a bit more difficult than I thought.
Right. Well, so I mean, I see similar solutions here to how they do this, right? So they isolate for here. They're isolating for y. You kind of did the same thing. Again, there's just minus sign issues on this. It's okay, whatever. Oh wait, you have c. Oh no, that's just minus. Wait, what's this extra c here? That's just a parentheses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever math different on this one does not equal same differences. Just the planet on the other side where it should be. No big deals, guys. What? What are you saying, bad Nintendo? Excuse me? I sometimes wonder if I'm having a stroke. Okay, so then they plug this in for the other one, and you're going to get something complicated. Okay, but you should get a sine squared and a cosine squared. Okay, cool. And then you're going to get a tangent term. Right? And then we're going
to... somewhere.
Yeah, we get it. Well, because we're going to have sine over cosine at some point, right?
Well, in my notes at the bottom, you can see that I have y s of t times cosine at the
Where?
beginning in parentheses. No, it was up there.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, right here.
at the bottom when I try to solve for right now where your mouse went.
Okay. Okay.
And well, I have r minus parentheses y s of t times minus cosine omega t,
Uh-huh.
and when I multiply by sine, the cosine term to get cosine squared, I think I need to multiply cosine into the parentheses. So I would get ys of t times cosine times.
I don't want like sine and
Cosine
cosine. That
squared.
sucks, dude. I want like just sine or cosine. Let's see. What are they doing? Okay, so they do all. Wait, one second. What's happening here? R plus. Da 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 da. Okay, and then when they get that for x, let's see. Okay, let me just see what you have. Theirs is flipped, but here, let me like put this on the writing board of things. I need to write some stuff. Okay. No, go away. No, go away. There you go. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, let's roll. Pause. Is that how I solved my last SAT problem? What's your last SAT problem, dog? Okay. I'm just gonna say x. So minus x sine omega t plus y. So minus y cosine omega t is equal to r. And you end up solving. Okay, so there's that, and then we have x cosine omega t plus y, or minus y sine omega t is equal to r omega t. Okay.
Yeah.
So you solve for x first. Okay, I like that. All right, so we get that like x is equal to r minus y cosine omega t over sine omega t. Good so far, yeah?
Yeah. So what did you do with the minus in front of the x?
Oh, I just put this over here, and then, well, actually I fucked up. There needs to be a minus here as well. Yeah, we need a minus here as well. Yeah. I don't like all these minuses. They're kind of ugly. But whatever. Maybe they'll come out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So then we slam this thing into here, right?
Yeah.
So now I get minus r cosine omega t plus
Minus r minus y. Don't forget the y.
yeah, I'm seeing the other minus y. Well, wait one sec. Oh, you're right. There, I need the full thing. Sorry, my bad. You're right. Minus r cosine omega t minus y cosine squared, right? Omega t all over sine omega t minus y sine omega t is equal to rwt, right? Good so far?
Yeah.
Okay, let's multiply completely through by sine omega t. So minus r cosine omega t minus y cosine squared omega t minus y sine squared omega t equals sine, oh, so many, sine omega t times r omega t. Yeah. Thanks, Dennis. Love the astrophysics. Okay, this is 1, right? Minus cosine squared minus sine squared. Well, yeah, whatever. I mean, I can just say like this is plus negative, right? And then it's this plus this.
Oh.
Right? If I can group this as just -1, I guess, right?
Mm.
Okay, so that's minus r cosine omega t minus y is equal to sine omega t r omega t. Let's pull this bitch under, and then I'm gonna get rid of the minus signs, right? So now I get y is equal to tangent omega t times omega t. I think. Is that what they had? Well, they had a minus sign somewhere. All right, so I'm screwing up. What did I do wrong? Oh. Oh, I can't just divide. No, that's silly. I'm so silly. So silly sometimes. Sorry. I'm making, like, dumb algebra mistakes today. Okay. Negative r cosine omega t minus sine omega t times r omega t. Okay, that's good so far, yeah? Which... Let's see. Wait, how did they get the tangent in there? Man, what? Oh, you know where I messed up? No, I didn't mess up anywhere. Excuse me? One sec. Wait, we had this, right? I multiplied through by sine. That should get rid of both of these things, no? X equals... They multiplied through by cosine. Where are they getting our tangent?
Hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? I'm saying from like this line to this line. There's a mistake here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh. No, there's a mistake on my end. Yeah, sorry. No. Wait, I'm not wrong. X equals R, Y. Good, okay. And then they plug that into this equation, which means it all gets multiplied by sine. Here it's all getting multiplied by cosine. Okay. Oh, we didn't need to multiply through by... Okay, no, I messed up, I think. One sec. It's too early in the day for this.
Too early?
I know. I say too early and it's 4:15 in the afternoon. I've also depleted my brain today writing like special relativity textbook stuff. I hate special relativity. But we'll get it. Give me a second here. Okay. Oh, these need to be opposite. No, I need those are the same. No, that's okay.
Keep in mind that ChatGPT messed up the tangent vector and normal vector. Maybe.
Yeah, it's okay. I see it's very parallel to what's happening here. I just want to see where I'm messing up. Like it's basically from like this step to this step. What am I doing wrong? Sine squared. That's a sine over cosine. And then I'm multiplying through by cosine. That should not be tangent. Yeah. Yeah, they messed up. I'm pretty sure they messed up, right? Like, how do they get from... Yeah. This is where you can't trust ChatGPT all the time. I start doubting myself. So let's just look... Just a little exercise in why ChatGPT is sometimes wrong. Okay. They say expanding and simplifying, we get this. Let's see how that makes sense. I understand how you get the sine squared here. Cool. I understand the sine over the cosine is tangent here, right? But then how the fuck does cosine just turn into cosine squared? It doesn't. Right? Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy.
Nah.
Right?
No.
Let's see, right? That, sine squared. Wait, well that's sine squared still over cosine, right?
Oh, wait a minute. The sine gets added into the parentheses, but it gets added to R. And
Yes.
It's added to YS.
Well, look, so that's r sine. Let's just multiply this in. Okay, r sine omega t plus y sub s of t sine squared omega t, and then this is still all over cosine omega t, right? Plus y sub s cosine omega t.
So
I guess they're multiplying this by cosine over cosine. Right, so this is cosine squared over cosine.
But you can't just wait. Is ChatGPT adding the whole thing by cosine or
What do you mean adding the whole thing?
multiplying?
No, I don't think. No, because otherwise this side would have a cosine on it. They're not, right?
Well, I mean, you could expand the first term into r sine omega t over cosine omega t.
Yeah, I get
plus
that.
y is t sine square over t over cosine, but I don't think you can do that with the second term.
Right, so you get r tangent omega t, right? Plus y sub s sine squared omega t over cosine omega t.
Yeah.
And then you have plus y sub s cosine omega t. Which, if you want to compare, if you want to combine these, right? Because they're fractions, you can also have this be cosine omega squared t if you just make this like a cosine squared omega t, right? Multiply top and bottom both by cosine omega t. But now this would be plus 1 over cosine. This should be like this. All of this needs to still be over cosine omega t.
Well, to combine the two terms, you would need to multiply the bottom by cosine, not cosine squared, or?
No, but it already has.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
No. Actually, wait. I think.
Wait.
Yeah, no. It's already just a cosine omega t, right? And then I just need to multiply the top and bottom both by cosine omega t, which turns it into cosine squared omega t on the top. And sorry, this is not cosine squared omega t on the bottom.
Okay.
Do we see that? I know, it's like 3 a.m. for him. Zoran's like, tired. He's like, you're tired. I'm tired.
So if you combine the two last terms, you would get just ys of t over cosine?
Yes. Yeah, y sub t over cosine, which they don't get. Right? I think it's flawed. It's flawed what they did. Okay, so let's keep doing what we're doing, because I think what we're doing is correct. So we're here.
Who put baby voice on? Thank you, Sensation. So I'm multiplying both sides by sine. Okay, that gets me to this minus y. Is that cool? So then I move it over, and I get this for y. Okay. Okay. And then x.
Can you?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
I mean, no, you're
Can
okay.
Can you go up a bit to show
Yeah.
me the equation of x? Yeah. So when you solve the first equation in terms
Yes.
of x,
Yeah.
didn't you get r plus y cosine omega t, and then, or does it become negative because of the minus
well,
sign in front of the x?
Well, no. If I move this over, Zorn, right, by adding,
Yeah.
and then I have to subtract this, that's a minus r minus y cosine omega t over sine omega t.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of. Well, I hope it does. Right. I'm just gonna take this. Right. I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna take this and put it over here. Yeah. Well, right, and that would become a plus. But yeah. Okay. Let's move back.
Okay.
Back to your side. Okay, cool. All right. So then I've gotten to this, and then I plug that into this, which gets me minus r cosine omega t, and then it's minus y cosine squared omega t, and then we're all over sine omega t, and then we're minus y sine omega t. Then I multiply both sides by sine omega t to nix this thing out. Turn this into a minus sine omega t squared, and then all of this becomes minus 1 times y. So this becomes minus y. And then we still have this. And so then my last step is move this over, and I get y is equal to minus r cosine omega t minus sine omega t r omega t.
So you did plus y, or?
Yes, I added y on both sides, right? and then I
Yeah.
subtracted this. Yeah. I guess I could have like added this
Oh.
and then multiplied by -1. I tend to like just like moving things over. It's just I mean that's just algebraic like whatever your preference is, right?
Okay.
What's up, Equity? Okay, so now I have y. So now this thing can go all the way into here, right? To get x, which is ugly. I don't like it. It's so gross. I know. Makes me sad. Okay. So x equals -r. Oh man. Oh, this is so messy, Zorn. Why is this so messy?
This is my
Dude, fuck this. Okay.
one of my professor calls it well in German it's Kampfrechnen, which would translate into a battle calculating that essentially just in physics we just have to battle the equations kind of and then
Yeah.
just like simplify till the end and then calculate till the end and yeah.
Yeah, my brain is like not working right now. Like just trying to like do like basic algebra. I don't know. It's so funny. I'm watching my. I'm highly cognizant of how much I'm struggling. And it's just like I can't hold symbols in my head for like more than a second. I swear. I must have like I must have COVID or something. Like that's the only reason I can explain this. Okay, I think. But here, correct me as we go along. Okay, so. Or you know what? I'm gonna be super lazy. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna take it in like this, and then we're gonna expand it as we go. All right, so it's that right minus. So minus r, and then it's minus this whole thing for y times cosine omega t. Okay, and it's all of that over sine omega t. So now I can start to see things, okay? Minus is plus, and then there's also a cosine omega t. So that's going to be plus r cosine squared omega t, right? Minus is yeah?
Shouldn't it be minus minus cosine because the initial thing was a plus and
What was a plus, sorry?
no. Oh no, it was minus. Sorry.
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow, thanks for the
Plus.
follow. Who do we get a follow? Famished Edits. What's up, Famished Edits? What are you famished editing?
Other thing becomes plus
That's plus sine omega t,
omega-
cosine omega t, r omega t, and then all of this shit is divided by sine omega t. So I see some things that will maybe cancel, right? I can cancel this from this,
Mm.
and then is this like cosine tangent maybe, right? Or no, it's cosine cotangent, right? So we get minus r plus r cosine omega t. Oh wait. No. Actually, no. Let's not cancel anything. Well. Yeah. No. Okay. I think we're okay. 1 second. Plus r cosine omega t cotangent omega t plus cosine omega t r omega t, and that's equal to x.
So what's cotangent? The cut thing.
Yeah, cotangent's just cosine over sine. It's like tangent but flipped.
Okay.
Famish says solve for b, r minus b equals 3b plus 4ab. Looks pretty cool. Probably not too hard. I'll check better when they figure out how flawed this math is. What is Bad Nintendo saying, dog? What are you saying in my chat? What's up, Hikaru? You want to come say hi? Yes, you can come on the stage, Hikaru. How's it going, dude? We're doing theoretical physics, dude.
Hikaru
Yeah,
Nakamura, the chess guy.
That looks great.
Yeah, he says it looks good. Is that a chess guy? Is Hikaru Nakamura a chess guy? Is that real?
Yeah. Yo, imagine if Gordon Ramsay got arrested,
Okay.
went to a high security prison in London,
Okay.
and taught the inmates how to bake.
Is this the start of your next reality TV show or something, dude? Like, what's going on?
No, I just thought of that. Like, I had a dream last night, and I'm like, what if that happened?
That would be pretty cool, man. I could see it, dude.
Ramsay?
Yeah, Gordon, is he the one that says like you're an idiot sandwich or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has a British accent.
Oh, that's too funny. I cannot for the life of me find that problem. What problem? Famish, what are we talking about, dog? Anyways, okay, so we got Y and we got X so far. Here, I'll give you I'll give you the PDF of this at least. So we'll say like what's this question 2. I mean, this just sucks. It just doesn't look very nice, right?
No.
No, he says, yeah, I know, Zoran. It's supposed to be pretty. Recidivism.
What's your quantum gravity friend trying to do?
He's doing
Data
quantum gravity.
state?
Yeah, no, he does like
but-
he's doing anti-gravity thrusters. He's researching how like UFOs develop unique propulsion systems or something. He's way out there, man. He's a super cool dude.
Damn. Does he have Discord?
He's on my Discord. He doesn't have a Discord, but he's on my Discord. If you ever want to like, he's always open to DMs and stuff. Or I'm trying to think the best way to find him, to reach
I
him.
mean, it'd be crazy to get in contact with him, and then he can like take me under his wing type shit, and then
Let me see how I
Yeah.
can find him.
crazy.
He's a crazy guy. He's a crazy cool guy. He's a little like really out there though, so I'm not sure necessarily how good he is at teaching, unfortunately. But he has he has like some really cool ideas. Famish says you are cheating, get canceled. You were using ChatGPT. Like, what's wrong with ChatGPT, dog? Like, someone gonna come after me for using a calculator? As we already proved earlier, Famished, if you had watched, we proved that ChatGPT is wrong sometimes.
No.
It's really upset.
That is
It's
so true.
yeah, they're like just straight up wrong here with how they're doing.
I'm not kidding. Like, okay, I wasn't cheating, right? I was just checking my answer, and I asked it the question. It was literally just solve for X.
Uh-huh.
It was really simple, and it just didn't do it wrong. Like, it just put the wrong number, and I said that it was wrong, and it did it again, and it was wrong. But it said it was right.
Yeah, because it's a language model, so it's not right all the time. Someone asked me like, what's actual education? We have a website. You know, you can always go to our website if you want.
No. It's actually feet.
It's actually feet. Actual feet, maybe? Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah, we're running out of funding, guys. Sorry, I have to change this to actual feet. I broke down and used Copilot on a tech support issue. Yeah, I mean, I used ChatGPT today. Like, I was writing special relativity stuff. You know, I don't know. But here, if you want to watch
Burnout.
Fortnite Red Flag. What's wrong with Fortnite, dog? Chill. Kids
Yo,
love
I learned
Fortnite.
how to play
Fortnite.
Fortnite on PC. I can't lie.
Yeah.
So,
Hot shite.
Fortnite. I actually haven't played this season. I need to. I had this realization actually the other day that I've been teaching too much and not playing video games enough with kids. And I was like, I need to fix that.
Gotta get some R&R in.
Yeah, I gotta get some R&R. It's just, yeah, I don't know. My weekends. We used to always play video games after the streams here, but then the teaching started going like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you have all the games, and I felt bad that kids would be waiting for hours to play video games, and I was like, oh yeah, sorry, we had to teach for like 3 hours.
sensation.
Equity says, "Gold, play Fortnite." Yeah, I know, and I want to do it this weekend too. But like, also my sister's in town. I just always have something over the weekend. It's annoying. Maybe I'll do it anyways. I'll just say fuck it. I'll just tell my sister she needs to wait for an hour because I have to play Fortnite with kids. We went back to chapter 2. Okay, cool. All right, Zoran, what's up? Let me see first. So we did that question, which like I'm kind of happy. Let me see if there's not any other like big questions I gotta help with students. Ace has one. Dennis has one. Okay. Well, we can get to them. Let's see. Is there anything
Yo,
else
Sensation.
you want? What's up, Hikaru? What were you gonna say?
Well,
Sensation. Do
maybe
you have an Atari?
Well, DM Sensation if you have a question about his Atari.
Okay.
Zoran, what's up?
maybe we could quickly go over number 3.
All right, let's do number 3.
Just the last one. Yeah. So
Hmm.
the quantum gravity guy name is David Peckman or what?
Oh, sorry. I'm so dumb. Sorry, Leah. Let me get that for you. So I get distracted very much. David Chester is his name. This is him.
It's a little problematic.
He's super dope. UFO physics. The secret race to anti-gravity. He's cool. Wow, this has 240,000
Yeah.
views on it. Yeah, he came on my.
Pretty cool.
He is dope. I was his best man for his wedding. Actually, he's a really cool guy. I had him on our podcast once. Where did I have him? I thought I had it on. Oh wait, podcast. Here it is. Here are all the guests we've had. I'm gonna get more guests for you guys. I know people are like, where the fuck is the podcast? But
well, they actually have some serious math here.
But we had him on our podcast a couple months ago, I guess. Yeah, this was back in February. So all right, let me see. Here, let's get question 3. What do you need, part 2 for it, or the last part?
Number 3, part A.
Oh, okay. I think it just wants like transforms and stuff, right?
Maybe, yeah, sure. But yeah. I mean, I could look it up probably.
Okay, well, let's just go through it. I think it's fun. What's up, Hikaru? Because I'll learn something. I shall learn something today. Is Hikaru still here? Oh, no, he left. Okay. Okay, so it says calculate AC transform, U transform AV, and B transform plus C. Hint, A transform IJ is AJI. Okay. So they're just saying the transform of a matrix is that you interchange the rows and the columns.
Huh?
See, this, where they say transform?
Yeah.
So IJ, this is like the row and column coordinates, and they're
Yeah.
saying that the transform is just flipping the coordinates. So, if for instance I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So
Yeah.
row 1 stays as row 1, right?
Okay.
So does row 2, so does row 3. But instead of this being in the first row and second column, it becomes the first column, second row. So this is like this would be like 1, 2, this position, right?
Mm.
And so now it flips to be position 2, 1, which is down here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this thing becomes here. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not transform. Sorry, it's transpose. Thank you, Obi. Saved it, Obi. Yeah, no, I said the wrong thing. It's not the transform. Maybe we call it the transform in physics. You're actually right, Obi. I'm actually curious about that. Yeah, sorry, what's the transform? Sorry, now I want to know this. How have you only saved my channel 2 times? Okay, no, transform is applying a transformation matrix. Okay, which is not the same as the transpose. Although I guess it is turning it from one matrix into another, so it is kind of a transform. It's technically transposing. Okay. So, in your class, transform, mostly because I make shitty. No, dude, that's Jeff. Jeff is the snarky shitpost remarks king. Okay. It's actually cool. Do you know why we, for instance, have to take the transpose of C to multiply A by C?
Because I think C has only two rows, and A has 3 rows, and the transpose of C would give us 3 rows, so we can multiply it by A.
Good.
I think.
Yeah. So this is a 3 by 3, right? Because
Yeah.
it has 3 rows, 2, 3, and 3 columns. This, in its current form, right, yeah, is only a 2 by 3. And then the rule for multiplying matrices is that if I'm doing a 3 by 3 multiplying by a 2 by 3, these numbers have to be the same, okay? In this case, they're not. So I would need this to be a 3 by 2. And then another cool thing that maybe people don't know is that if these are the same, the thing you get out is going to be this by this. So it ends up being a 3 by 2.
Mm-hmm.
For those that are new to matrices and whatnot, it's a really cool thing. I really liked it. Khan Academy is amazing. I like Khan. I just think it's kind of boring. I don't know.
Oh.
They just take too long to get to the answer.
That's fire. Maybe that's how you can get more. I don't know. More funding, more viewers. Is just by
Yeah, not being
beef and
boring.
stuff. Beefy Khan Academy that always gets traction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they do well. I mean, Khan Academy's been around since like 2012. They've been around over a decade, so they have the head start on everything. I just find that some of their lectures are pretty dry. And again, I have to always remember that the whole reason of what I do and like why I do it, it's not really to go after the smart kids that already know stuff and already want help. I welcome them, of course. But it's going after the students that don't want help and don't like this stuff and trying to convince them it's not that bad. You know.
Okay.
Obi says he's a decent tutor, not a great teacher. Interesting. The difference between a tutor and a teacher. I might be like undergoing that. Obi, I'm curious your thoughts on like what the difference of being a tutor and a teacher is. I guess it's like fixing mistakes versus teaching from the ground up. Y'all need a better website. Oh, okay, bro. Do you want to write it for me? Y'all need a better website, or tell me how it could be better, Famished. Yeah, instead of saying this shit sucks, tell me how it could be better, please. Thank you. Okay, so let's transpose C, right? So instead of going 634-220, I think it's gonna go 634-220. This is what C transpose is. I'm learning computer systems information, so 100%. Nice, dude.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And
So
then
that's
I just
and then you just multiply this by it, right?
okay.
Which, do you know how to multiply matrices together?
Just a moment. Basing on what you said earlier, I guess I have to just a moment multiply the rows of A with the columns of C.
Yeah, so you take this and then you multiply it by this is what we do, okay? And let's remember what we're going to end up getting out here is going to be a 3x2. So I know it's going to have 3 rows, right? It's going to have like 1, 2, 3, and it's going to have 2 columns, okay? So because we're doing the top row with the left column, that's going to get me the top left element, is what we say. I'm just being a hater. Well, yeah, it's okay. It's cool to be a hater, Famished, and I don't take anything personally, man. I don't have an ego, so like, but if you want to be a hater, let me know how it can be better, please. So what you do is you do this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this. Okay.
Okay.
So that gets you 12 plus 1 plus 0, which gets me 13. So then this element is 13.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you would just do like this times this to get the next one. So that would be 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 plus 2/3, because then the next one is 0 and 0. And 4 and 2/3 is 14/3, I guess, right? Yeah.
Wait, did you multiply 1/3 by 2, or what did
I
you
did.
do?
I did 2 times 2,
Okay.
which was
Yeah.
4, plus 1/3 times 2, which is 2/3.
Okay.
And then together that gets you 14/3. Anyways, you got to go through, do the rest. It works out.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
And-
U transpose A with V. Wow, they're really messing with us, aren't they? Okay, so U transpose. So instead of it being 254 down, it's gonna be 254 this way, right? That's U transpose, and then you're multiplying by the same thing.
I probably first should add A and V.
No,
And multiply.
there's an order to things.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so AB, for instance, does not equal BA. I believe.
Okay.
I forget if ABC is equal to AB times C, which is equal to A times BC. Who remembers their matrix rules? This is I believe. Oh man, what is this? Is this the commutative property? Whether this is right?
Yes.
And then this
Yes,
one
it
is this the associative?
I did that on my first theoretical physics homework, but it was proving the vector triple product with Levi-Civita and Kronecker delta.
Oh, Levi-Civita. Wow, dude. Yeah, that's old school, dude. Wow. commutative, not communist. But yeah, just to be safe, just do it in order. So I would do this times this, and then I would multiply it by v.
Yeah, okay, that makes
And this is
sense.
the same thing, right? This just goes down to this. This goes down to this. This goes down to this. And so because this is a 1 by 3 multiplying by a 3 by 3, you're going to end up getting a 1 by 3 back. So you're just going to get one of these things. Yeah. And then you're going to multiply that by v, which is nice because v is a 3 by 1. And so then this is cool. You end up getting a single number, right? Because you end up getting just a 1 by 1. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then they say B transform plus C. Okay, so remember what B transform. Sorry, B transpose. That's 220303, I believe. And then that's going to be added to 634220. And now all you do when you're adding matrices, so when you're adding matrices, they have to be the same dimensions. But you're just doing this plus this. So that's going to get you like 8, 9, 4, 5, 2, 3, I believe.
Wait, how did you get 9?
I messed up. This is 5.
Okay. Okay.
Oopsies. Matrix, what's up, Pokeport? We love the Matrix, dude. Yeah, matrices. Yeah, so you just add them, and then they're the same indices what they are. Yeah, they're getting you prepped for a lot of theoretical physics is matrix operations. Yeah, it's so much matrix stuff.
They getting me prepped for something for sure.
Yeah, they prepped for like getting like I don't know like violated by like math. It sucks, dude. I know.
I did not sign up for this.
Well,
I did.
Well, you want to do physics? Is that what you want to do, Zorn? You want to be a physics guy? Is that what you want to do? You want to be physics?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Yeah, because I went into physics. I wanted to be primarily a experimental physicist. They still made me take 2 semesters of quantum mechanics, which I really didn't like.
Could you send me the file you just?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I can send that to you right now.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, what time is it for you there? Just like 3 a.m.?
No, it's
What's
1:46 a.m.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, 2 a.m. That's like my usual starting to do stuff.
Right now, I'm facing the question if I should attend the lectures or not, because the problem is every time I sit in the lectures, it's like
Yes.
I can't understand anything. Like the professor is professing, right? And
The professor's
just-
professing, the math is mathing.
yeah, and it just seems like it can get into my head. Like I can see what he's doing and
Sure.
with my eyes, but it just doesn't go into my brain. So I have to.
Okay, so
Somehow
some
find a
ideas
way.
some suggestions. Is it not going into your brain because you're busy writing down what he's saying?
Kind of sometimes.
Like, does he post his lecture notes afterwards, or is
Yes.
everyone like worried that you?
No.
Okay.
Basically, I think a lot of people have stopped writing things down because all notes are always uploaded.
Perfect. Okay. I agree. It's good to write down things yourself to an extent because it'll retain better if you write it down versus what I call passive learning, which is just watching a video or watching. Like you have to do stuff in order for it to really like say.
Yeah.
But I also advise that students shouldn't be so worried with copying what the professor's doing that they don't have time to mentally intake what's happening. Yeah, Obi has a great idea. He says, write things that connect your brain to the notes, not the content of the notes. So you should be writing, but you maybe should be writing like what he's doing and how it connects to like. So here's a good question: can you print out the notes before you go to class, or does he only show them to you after the class?
Well, there's a script online, and the script is like it shows the topics that we are going to discuss. So
Okay.
I know kind of what is going to happen in the lecture.
Okay, but he doesn't. But he doesn't post his full transcript of what he's going to write on the board. I guess before he writes it.
No.
Some professors do this. Like they have a script per like they know, and then they just do it in the class, which I think is worthless. Like, what? Just show me the slide and then go over it. But okay, so, and I also empathize completely with saying you feel like the lectures are worthless because you're going in and you're just hearing things, but nothing's making sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first, like, you're not alone. If nothing's making sense to you, I guarantee you it's not making sense to everyone else as well. But everyone is like too scared to raise their hand and be like, chill, professor. None of what you're saying makes, like, you're a shitty teacher.
Crazy thing is, everyone, it appears to me like everyone understands it around me. It's
No,
just
that's
like I'm the only one that doesn't understand it.
No, bro. This is a Cosmic saying you were definitely not alone. Yeah, this and I say this from my own experience because I was also the person who I was like, I must be retarded. Like, there's no way that everyone else. There's no. I mean, I'm not getting it. Everyone else must be getting it. I must be stupid. But that's never the case. If you're not getting it, then I guarantee you there are a lot of other people in the class that aren't getting it. But everyone's afraid to look stupid, so they'll pretend that they are. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds plausible.
Welche Boeken haben Sie Ihnen empfohlen?
What did you say, Sensation? God damn it.
Bad German. Just
Bad
don't
German.
worry about it.
All right.
Wait. Say it again, because
Say
I
it
think
again
I
first.
might make it out.
Welche Boeken haben Sie Ihnen empfohlen?
Well, they recommended a couple resources, actually. They also recommended MIT OpenCourseware.
Hmm.
The ex-professor recommended, for example, the lectures by Richard Feynman.
Okay. The Feynman lectures. Those are pretty good. They're classic.
And then also some German physics books by the Springer Verlag, which you probably won't be familiar with.
Yeah. We don't really speak German.
But yeah.
Okay.
I bought this one book, which apparently I heard everyone talking about. It was Mathematical Methods for Physics and Engineering by K.F. Riley, M.P. Hobson, S.J. Benz.
Okay.
Yeah. It apparently, like, it has 1,300 pages, and apparently it has everything you'll ever need in a physics undergraduate.
What's it called again? What's it called?
Mathematical Methods for Physics and Engineering.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, this is the book? All right, cool, man. Oh. So it basically teaches you the math, you know, the useful math that you need for physics and engineering. Is that kind of what we're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Apparently this is the book to get, but yeah.
Damn, she's a thick girl. Wow, that's a big fucking
Yeah.
book. Oh my god.
1,400, I think. Pages.
Okay. I think I know this book. It goes over useful things in math, like Fourier transforms and like whatever,
Yeah.
you know. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like skip all the theoretical math fluffy stuff and just get me the tools. Like what works. Like I don't need to know how the screwdriver works. I just need the screwdriver.
I guess
Okay.
kind of, yeah. But even though, I mean, the book goes pretty into detail, I think. So it does explain things. Like, it started out with Rolle's theorem, Rolle theorem, which kind of makes sense and kind of didn't for me.
Okay.
Yeah, complex numbers. University is going so fast, I don't have time to understand it, kind of.
I know, it feels overwhelming. No, I get you, totally. So here, if you're literally getting nothing from the lectures and your complaint is I'm running out of time, stop going to lecture. I know some people will yell at me for that being my advice, but it sounds like if you're crunched for time, you would be better off using that time to, again, use resources that actually make sense to you. You can try raising, like, does he allow you to raise your hand in class? Like, are you allowed to, like... Okay.
They allow us.
Okay, so maybe try this. Like, go to class and just try raising your hand when you don't get something. Be like, I don't get it. And give him a chance to try, because he'll appreciate it too, if he's a good teacher. Some professors hate questions, and they just move on because they're grumpy. But if he's an actual teacher, he will appreciate a student saying, wait up, professor, I don't get this. And then it's his job to try to figure out a way for you to get it. within a reasonable amount of time. He still has to move forward.
But the
So-
thing is, like, my hand would be up, like, constantly. Like, I wouldn't even put it down, probably.
Okay, we'll try putting it up at least once or twice at the beginning, just to see, because I don't think you'd be putting your hand up constantly. I think maybe the first couple times you would, just to get yourself like on the ball rolling, and then things would make more sense. Of course, nothing's gonna make sense if you don't understand the beginning stuff. Like, math and physics are very like they're like building blocks, they're like steps. So of course, if you don't understand the first thing, everything else in the lecture is not going to make sense either. So let's see if maybe with you asking questions at the beginning of class for the first couple things that don't make sense, see if that helps you for the rest of the class. If it doesn't, it's okay. Yeah, at that point, yeah, just stop going to lecture and try to teach yourself using other things.
But at my uni, there's like it's called Min.
What's it called? Sorry, Min what? Is it like a required thing? Oh, did we lose him? Where's Zorn? Zorn, what happened to your audio? I don't hear. Can I hear you sensation though? Yeah, you're good.
Testing,
Yeah.
testing.
feet.
Feet.
Feet. Cosmic says, my computer science, I started skipping her lectures because she uses some other professor's notes. Today I showed up and I don't read any notes, but it just clicked. It was a weird experience. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, no. And you know, to also what like Zorn was talking about, or here, maybe I need to, one sec, let me disconnect Zorn and like, Zorn, reconnect. I think if he reconnects, his audio fix. If you're just there and just, listening to things, you're still going to absorb some of it. It won't be as much as you want it to be, but, you know, it does, you do kind of learn by osmosis, I will say. A says, instead of tier 3, is a calculator allowed for the same price range? Sure. If you live in the United States, I'll buy you a calculator. If you live in Canada, I can't.
Why? How much is the import tax?
It's just so messy, me shipping things to Canada. I just can't. Also, like, we're technically a US based nonprofit, so if I'm like actively on the books buying things for Canadian kids, I get like yelled at. No. So, but if I ship it to a US address, you know, no one can really yell at me because I don't care what happens with it after that. Casio Scientific Calc is like $20. Yeah, cool. Wi-Fi crash. Okay, cool. Yeah, reconnect, Zorn. Let's invite him back up. You're all good.
Where's that picture? Where's that picture? Here we go.
What picture do we want? The I'm cooked. What is that? Is that an Ethernet cord? Oh, that's why we should.
It's Cat 5.
Yeah, or Cat 5.
Maybe, like, my voice maybe sounds like shit right now because I'm connecting with my phone.
No, you're okay. You sound alright.
so
You're
yeah.
just here. I'll turn you down a little bit. You're okay, dude. What's up, Justin? Give me a second, Justin. We're talking to someone in Germany. But yeah.
What was about to say last time was just like the min colleague, the guy that the professor that does tutoring, like
Yes.
he also said the same. Well, he said that if you're the type of person where the lecture just doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
and it makes more sense doing it alone, then just don't go.
Correct. I agree. As long as there's no like participation credit being required, and also you still have to hold yourself accountable to study
true,
during that
yeah.
time. It's very easy to be like, I'm not going to go to class, and then you end up like just smoking weed and not doing anything. Like, I know, like, that's not the excuse. Like, so you can say like, okay, instead of going to class, I'm going to go to the library and self-study myself. I would still get your body in the habit of going somewhere else as if you were going to class, but instead doing something different that may like help you learn better. Yeah. Just suggestions. Let me read through the chat here real quick. Dr. Gold, how frequently our doubts is about lack of basic stuff and how much ashamed I must be about it? Okay, interesting English, but honestly, it's okay for you to have doubts about lacks of basic stuff. That's fine. And don't be ashamed about it. A lot of you guys went through COVID, which was a terrible sudden shift to learning, and a lot of people missed out on like foundational instruction because everything was forced online. Teachers didn't know how to teach online. Kids didn't know how to learn online, nor did they really want to. I know all you guys just like pulled up Fortnite, like, and just, you know, dimmed your camera or something. Okay, and so, he says, and when the professor turns to you and says, that's so basic, go back and, or like, come back when you know it. Okay, so that professor sucks. Yeah. Professors should never be saying, like, you're a fucking idiot, like, come back to me when you've learned it. That's a terrible teacher. That's not your fault. If you have a professor that is like that, the way to combat this is to either A, go to office hours, which hopefully your professor hosts, and those should be no judgment. I can understand the professor getting mad at quote-unquote dumb questions if he's under a time constraint to teach a lecture. So he's sitting there, he has to teach a lecture, he's gonna lose his patience if he has to keep explaining basic things that he assumes you would know and is not able to fulfill like all the topics he wants to get to. But in office hours, which is what this stream is, by the way, this is called office hours for a reason. It's an open field to ask whatever. The professor usually just holds out a certain amount of time in his office where you're allowed to go in and ask whatever. And if it's not him, it should usually be a TA. And that's how you should use it to do things. Yeah. I feel like Europe is ahead of the U.S. education. What do you recommend for me to have on my cheat sheet? More examples or more equations, by the way. This is for an exam. I would think usually your teacher would give you a sheet with the equations. Are you allowed to put example? A lot of times professors will not allow you to put examples on a cheat sheet. Because at that point, I would just write in the smallest font, like all my homework problems and all the solutions. Because more often than not, your professor is going to build the exam based off of what previous questions were. And so if you had access to previous questions and you saw exactly how to do them, that would really help. That's like a really, really good advantage to have. Kind of unfair.
Is it an open book exam?
Good question. Yeah, exactly. Because they make it hard for us, so I'm cooked. Yeah. So, dude, dude, I had a funny story in my plasma physics grad class. My teacher would make the exam like so difficult that he said it was open anything. He's like, I don't care. Bring your phone. Bring a laptop. I don't care. He's like, you can bring whatever you want. It's open anything. I ended up bringing like a bottle of scotch and like just being like, well, at least we're gonna get a little drunk while this hurts. But yeah, if it's open, if it's open notes, I prefer examples. I learn better from examples than from just seeing the equations, unless I've done enough examples that I know what the equations are that I need for stuff. Did you get 100 on that test? I unfortunately did not. That's okay. I still passed. Obi says bad. So like, unfortunately, that was something you should have learned in 6th grade. It goes on for 5 minutes. Yeah, better. It goes on for 5 minutes to help teach the basics. I agree. Professors should like stop and be like, hey, okay, people don't get this. Let's take a little side tangent. And that's what I do as a tutor. And I think that's what Obi was talking about earlier about the difference between being a tutor versus a teacher. Tutors to get to the progress is to get the process, while teaching is for understanding. Yeah. I agree with that.
Well, I mean, I do that, don't I? I take the piss, but then I'll be like, what the fuck is im? You mean I'm?
What's the M? Who's saying M on it? What?
People always say im.
Oh yeah, Sensation is our grammar Nazi.
I am. Jesus.
Because they make it okay.
If a robot can make a contraction, what's your?
Oh man, Europe is not really ahead in education. It's just more difficult, and the ones that can't keep up drown. Sadly, yes, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we definitely have. Go on, Sensation.
Sorry, this is what I was saying, because it's like, it's not really ahead, we just specialise very young. From year 9. It's like, well, what GCSEs are you going to take? You have to decide now. This is year 9. And then obviously your A-levels are even more specialised and more focused. So it's like, right, I know what I'm going to go take at university, so I need to take my English A-level, my Maths A-level, my Science A-level.
Yeah.
And then when you get to university, it's even more specialised, up to the point where you get to a PhD where it's like, you're the only one that's ever written that paper.
Yeah, and it's novel research, and you're the only one that understands it. That's also why sometimes people be like, oh, you have a physics PhD, you should be able to explain this to me, and it's like thermodynamics, and I say, no, my PhD is in plasma, so I don't really know I'm very specialized in what I know. I don't really know that much about graduate level, like, heat transfer stuff. Like, that's not me, or microstates. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It gets specialized a lot earlier, which we talked about yesterday. I think has its downsides because I think it's better to get kind of a broader overview of like what all is out there, and then pick it and go down that field. Because I think at a young age, that's a lot of pressure, man, to have to choose your career at 16. I couldn't like choose what flavor of ice cream I wanted. Like, what? How am I supposed
It's
to?
not 16. It's 13.
That's too young, dude. If I chose my career at 13, dude, I'd be a train conductor. I wanted to be Thomas the Tank Engine, the train conductor, man.
You see, socially we're very different as well, though, because when you get to the end of primary school, it's like, well, no, you're moving up to the big school now. Your childhood ends now, year 7.
That sucks, dude. I want to be a kid forever. I'm Peter Pan, damn it.
But then the North's also very different as well. I mean, it was a given that you were going to go work in the mines, so you had to stop being a child very early on anyway.
Yeah,
and that kind of carried on.
Can't do any fucking ballet. No fucking ballet. What's that movie? It's a British film, right? What's it called?
Billy Elliot. Billy Elliot.
There we go. And we teach subject by subject, whereas Europe does a lot more skill level generalization. Yeah, I agree. Here, before Dennis, let me do your question, and then yes, Ace and Equity, I'll do yours. Just because I know Dennis, we missed out on your question last time. Let's see. Are you doing some astrophysics? Let's see what's going on here. Also, Zoran, feel free, like, if you got to bail because you're tired, like, just let me know. It's totally cool. I appreciate you being here. All right. Please work your solutions, blah, 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 blah. Okay, find the shortest vacuum wavelength photon emitted by a downward... Oh, Jesus. There's a lot of stuff going on. The shortest wavelength in the Lyman, Balmer, and Paschen series. These wavelengths are known as the series limits, in which the regions of the EM spectrum are these wavelengths found. Hint, n equals infinity. Oh, I think that's cool. So I have to remember what these series are. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just remember like which one. I mean, this is cool. We've been over this. So what the Lyman series. So this has to do with when electrons in atoms like jump down or like jump up, which is called a transition. They emit certain frequencies of light. The Lyman series is n equals 2. Okay, very cool. Oh, nice. And then we see what's called like the Lyman limit. Yeah, okay, that's cool, man. Yeah, so this is it. It's this, right? Okay. This is the equation we use, right? Oh, wait. No. That's something different. I use the Rydberg equation. Yeah, I would use the Rydberg equation. Yeah. Let's do this. Where is it? It's my Rydberg. This is what I want. Yes, sir. Why did they have 1/2 in their thing, actually, by the way? What? Why was this 1 over... Oh, okay. Why what? Sorry, why is that 1 minus 1 over n squared? Am I crazy here? No, go forward. Yes. Why is it 1 over 1? I think this is Wikipedia making a typo? Like, this is wrong, right? I believe this is wrong.
Wikipedia should be edited by anyone. Don't forget about that.
What's up, Justin? Are you no longer suspended from school, please? Please tell me yes.
Dude, I've been unsuspended for like 3 months now.
Love to hear that, Justin. Thank you, dude. Awesome. You sound older, by the way. You're going through this period of life where your voice starts changing a lot, like really rapidly. It's always cool.
I'm tired as fuck right now.
Are you just tired as fuck? Okay. Nice. What are you doing in school, Justin? What's going on? What's cracking?
Algebra is kicking my ass. My brain is
damn.
rotting.
Do you need help in algebra? You know I can help you with that, right? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
no.
you know, like you've been a part of this server that like helps people with math.
I don't even go on this Discord server anymore.
Why? Why?
The only time I use Discord is to talk to my Xbox friends that I can't be in a party with.
Oh, interesting. You don't use You don't use Discord at all?
I only use it to talk to people on Xbox.
Oh, okay. What would incentivize you to use it to get help with your math and science classes again?
I have zero clue.
Oh, okay. Typical. The kids don't know what they want. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want you to get cooked in math, right? That's the whole point of like what we do.
Bro, my brain has been cooked ever since I started school. I swear to God.
Why? Why is that?
The math, alright, it was easy at first.
Okay.
Then, boom. 1 week later, we're fucking brain smashing fucking math.
In what type of stuff? What are you doing?
Fucking, I don't even know. Now we gotta do the stupid translating words, but then we have to make those
You're taking you're making algebraic expressions out of word problems?
It's like twice difference the sum is.
Like what is 3 more than 2 times the blank?
The number, which is n.
Yes. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, I love that stuff, man. What? That stuff's so cool. I agree.
Shit, it's been rotting me, bro.
It can be no, it's tricky, dude. It's just a language, dude. Once you get it, it's not that bad.
I've been having these fucking G-auth, whatever the hell that's called.
What, like Chat GPT? What's that? What's G-auth?
Yeah, AI and answers for me.
Oh, okay. Well, are you actually learning from the AI?
Yeah, it actually shows you like the entire equation at the bottom. So
okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, as long as you're learning from it and not just like directly cheating.
Yeah, that's what the teachers don't understand, low-key.
Well, yeah. Well, they see it as a threat to their own existence. Honestly, is what it is. They're just like,
No, because they know the entire program is going to be taken away within the next year.
I don't think AI is going to completely take out education, though. You still need people. You still need humans. It's the same reason we still need doctors and nurses doing things. Is it?
Oh, did you know someone from like I don't know something in the U.S. This person was at Hong Kong, like 5,000 miles away, and used a PlayStation 3 motion controller to do a damn surgery.
Oh yeah, no, they have been doing this. I've heard about this. Yeah. And it's like more accurate than a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's why.
Why am I not getting the right answer for this? 1 sec, Dennis. Dennis, I'm trying to do this question here. Wait, am I doing something wrong here? RH is 1.09 times 10 to the 7th. Oh, also, Justin, do you still play Fortnite?
Bro, I got 2 wins today. I'm almost plat already, bro.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna play more Fortnite with you guys. I know. I've been really slacking. I haven't played any of the new season. I heard it's dope.
That's dope.
Bro,
so
you gotta get Black Ops 6. The zombies.
I know.
I don't even know. As soon as you hit round 20, good luck trying to live, bro. I swear to God.
Latency less than 200 milliseconds.
Not live to round 20. It's hell. Raising upon you. There's 50 manglers chasing you each damn round, I swear.
Yeah. No. I used to play zombies back in way back in the day. Like World at War was great. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Okay. All right, let me help through the rest of this question. I love hearing from you, though, Justin. I'll let you know. Like we'll do some Fortnite this weekend or something. I'll host a tournament.
Okie dokie.
Cool. All right, dope. All right, Dennis, what am I doing wrong here? So this is the equation. 1 over the wavelength is equal to the Rydberg constant, which, yes, is 1.097 times 10 to the 7th. And then it's, I believe it's 1 over, is this the initial? I forget if 1, yeah, this must be the initial, right? And then this is the final. So we're going all the way from, you can show how you solved it out in the call. What do you mean in the call? You want to come on stage? I just don't know why I'm not getting the right number. Like, I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't it just this times 1/4 and then you invert it to get the wavelength? That's what I'm doing, right? Right? I had this. 1.097 times, it's times 1/4, right? And then we take that to the -1 power. And then we divide that by 1e to the -9 to get nanometers. So I get 364 nanometers, which I know is wrong. Yeah, I'll do yours. I'll do yours next, Ace. You're next. Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to help Dennis because we skipped him last time. Yeah, like, am I crazy? So for the Lyman series, what I got is 1 over RH is equal to lambda. Since we're solving for the wavelength. Okay, but then what happened to this? This just all went away? Oh, it's 1 over 1 squared? Wait a minute. But the Lyman series is from n equals 2, no? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. The Lyman series is n equals 1. Oh, I'm so stupid. Sorry, my bad. I was reading this. I was reading the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was reading the wrong one. God, that's so dumb. I get mad at myself for that.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Okay,
no!
all right.
No! No!
Okay, all right. I get it. No, we're okay. This is 1 over 1. Okay, now we're fine. I read the wrong series. Classic. Okay. Okay, it's times 1, and then that to the -1. Good. There we go. That gets your 92 nanometers. Okay, cool. All right, you know how to do all these, so I don't really have to help you with that. All right, let's see if we get to, and you can look up what do they want? The Lyman, Balmer, and Paschen. So we can just check real quick if you're right. They actually have it right here. Wikipedia has it for us. Let's see. What did you get for the numbers here? You wrote them somewhere. Okay, 91, 365 for Paschen. No, sorry, 365 for the Balmer, 820 for the Paschen. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's okay. All right, those are all good. You want to know something dumber? I showed up to my lab, and my lab partner forgot the supplies of the lab at home. What was the lab? What are the supplies, by the way? Okay, in hydrogen, the transition from 2 to 1 has a rest wavelength of this. Find the speed and direction for a star in which this line appears at this. Okay, cool. So this has to do with the Doppler shift, right? Right, this is Doppler shift. So when something is moving away from us, the wavelength that we are going to sense is going to be higher than what it actually is from the source. This is the same reason that, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you're standing on the street and you hear like a fire truck coming at you, it's always like, right? Like it sounds like it's the frequency is like it's pitching higher and then it's pitching lower. That's called a Doppler shift. It's not the sound. The sound of the fire truck is not changing because they have something different on the speaker. It's just that's how physics works. And this is called like a red shift and a blue shift. And the reason why it's called red shift, blue shift is because if things are moving away from us, then their wavelength gets longer, and things with longer wavelengths appear more red. Whereas if things are moving towards us, then their wavelength gets shorter, and we see what's coming at us as being more blue. Yeah, I learned and drew it out my the red shift and it's very cool actually. So, if you want to, let me find an animation of it. I'm going to teach it. Some of you guys need. This is really cool stuff. Red shift GIF, I guess. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we got a little animation. Got a little animation here, NASA. Cool. Yeah, so this is, for instance, as something is moving away from us. Well, I don't really like this animation. I guess it kind of looks... But yeah, basically the waves stretch out. So it keeps beaming back waves at the speed of light, which is constant, because everything gets shot back at the speed of light. And as it moves away, that wavelength like stretches out. And things with low wavelengths are red. Whereas if something is moving towards us, then it like compresses the waves as they get closer. Here we go. This is kind of cool. I like this. Yeah. So we got a little YouTube video about it. I'm gonna get advertised too.
Starting from zero.
Advertise me harder, Daddy. All right, let's go. All right. There we go. Red shit.
Hello.
Oh God.
I'm hoping to talk about.
This podcast. What? It's not. You can't have a podcast for 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Oh, does he not have any like cool like? Yeah. Well, I guess this is kind of what it is. Yeah, if something moves towards you, the waves like compress as you move closer towards them, and if something moves away from you, the waves expand. We just need the equation for Doppler shift, which I gotta remember what that is. It's something like something minus something plus. Yeah, here we go. But I want it with wavelengths. Well, they usually do it with frequencies, right? Did you all use an equation that used it in wavelengths? Like usually we do everything in terms of frequency. But yeah, so yeah, this is the equation you're familiar with, right? And so what you have to use, right, is that what is it? F lambda equals C. I think that's what it is, right? Yeah. So F is equal to C over lambda. All right, so F naught is C over lambda naught, and then Fs is equal to C over lambda S. Okay. O represents the observer, so that's you. So that's the person that is hearing or seeing the thing that's moving. And then S is the source, which is the thing that is moving. Okay. So if, for instance, we are here and we have an object here, right? This would be called the observer, and this would be called the source. And so depending on whether this thing is moving away from us or towards us, is going to change what this equation is. Okay. Yeah, you learned this using the ambulance? Yeah, the ambulance is the classic one they like to use. Yeah. Isn't there usually a plus minus and a minus plus on this, though? I think it's usually this. Because, like, it depends if, like, they're moving towards each other or away from each other. Whether they add or they subtract. Right? V is always the speed of the wave. So in this case, this is always just going to be C. And this is always going to be C. Okay. And then we have to kind of, like, determine what these are. We're going to assume that the observer is staying still. Okay. So we're going to say V observer is 0. So this is going to go away. Okay. And then we have to think about this. Okay. So, yeah, this is where the sign convention gets tricky, right? Which one is plus, which one is minus? I always like to think of the ambulance example of, okay, so if I'm the observer here and something is moving towards me, I would want the frequency that I hear to be higher than this, okay? In order for this to be higher than this, I want this bottom number on the denominator to be lower. Because if I divide by a lower number or divide by a smaller number, I get a bigger number. So I want this to be small. If I want this to go up, if something's coming towards me. And so for that reason, if something's coming towards you, Vs is negative. But if something's going away from you, then Vs is positive. It is a Doppler effect, yeah. Okay, so in this case, this thing has a rest wavelength of 121.6. Okay, so we can plug some numbers in. So let's substitute this in. So I have C over... Oh, and then these right here, these are the observed ones that we observe, right? Okay, here it says. When they say, like, this line appears at this wavelength, that's what they're observing. So they're observing 120.5 nanometers. So, in this case, you have 120.5 times 10 to the minus 9 is equal to C plus 0 over C plus the speed. And then the source... That's the rest wavelength of the light that's coming off of this thing. So that's going to be C over 121.6. (10⁻⁹). Yes. Okay, cool. I see a lot of C's everywhere. I wonder if we can just, like, start... Yeah. I want to, like, just divide everything by C, right? It kind of make things fun. Okay, if I have all of this kind of multiplying together, what this eventually turns into is this is equal to C squared over C plus VS times 121.6 times 10 to the minus 9. Little algebra trick here, guys. If we're trying to get to this, but this is on the bottom, but I have like fraction and fraction, you can actually flip both fractions. So this one will flip this way, and this one will flip this way. You can only do this if they're just solid fractions. If there's another thing over here, you can't do it. You can't do that trick. This is an algebra trick. So what I'm going to end up doing is writing this as 120.5 times 10 to the negative 9 over C is equal to C plus VS 121.6 times 10 to the negative 9 over C squared. The advantage of this is now I can cancel out one of the C's, right? This is going to go away because we can just multiply both sides by C. And then I can take this and put it up top. So this is going to come over here. And then, so this is gone, this is gone. And then I can divide by this, right, on the other side. So we can take this whole thing over here. If I can grab it. And we can put it over. And then finally, all I need to do is just subtract C from each side, right? So now we have all of this minus C is equal to VS. And even if you want to be even more cool here, Dennis, just divide everything by C. Okay? So this becomes VS over C is equal to, this would go away and this becomes minus 1. So you end up getting this minus 1. And let's see what that becomes. That's because now we have it in terms of the speed of light, which is pretty cool because a lot of things travel pretty fast, right? So this is 120.5 e to the negative 9 divided by 121.6. And another shortcut here, Dennis, is that you don't even have to use the times 10 to the negative 9 because it's on both of them, right? I could have just done 120.5 divided by 121.6.
Nice.
Wow, thanks for the follow. What's up, Thane222? 2222.
Welcome to Actual Feet.
What? Welcome to Actual Feet. I never knew it like this. I use delta lambda over lambda equals V over C. Oh, that's another way to do it. Yeah. So this gets me V over C is... Okay, so it's that minus 1. So, yeah, that's actually pretty slow, right? So, that's 0.009. So we get that VS over C is equal to negative 0.009. And because it's negative, right, that means it should be moving towards us, which makes sense, yes, because the wavelength is less. Assume e squared equals 0, but e is not 0. Simplify 1 plus e to the n. Assuming n an integer of at least 2. You want that in like closed form, dog? Like what? What is that thing? 222. Anyways. Okay, cool. So then you could take that, you can multiply that by, I don't know if they want it like meters per second, which is kind of like lame. And that's like a really big number. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, cool. Is that what you got for that answer for this one? Did you get that? Yeah, I did for both. Nice. Cool. Or you got the same velocity but just in different directions? That's interesting. Is it the same distance from each one? Oh, yeah, not the same velocity, but you did it the same way. Yeah, no, that's totally cool. Let me see what he's saying. 1 plus e to the n. Isn't that like a limit? Isn't that a limit thing, dude? Sum of... Wait, 1 plus e to the n? Wait, 1 plus e to the n. I'm just curious. Just real quick on this. Simplify. Yeah, I think there's a limit definition in this one, isn't there? I believe it's this. No, which one is it? There's some Taylor series with this. That's 1 plus x e to the x. What was it? Wait, sorry, what? You're saying e squared equals 0, but e is not 0? Oh, it's a variable? Oh, well, that doesn't make any sense then. Wait. E isn't a thing? What? You just giving me math. This guy's just giving us like weird math riddles. It's not a real number? We'll stop.
E is.
It's not a real number.
What does he mean real number bigger, or does he just
No, he means like it's a complex number. It means it's like it's something like this. It's like it would basically be this. It would have to, well, what would it have to be? It would have to be like e to the pi I guess, right? Yeah, well, no. E to the pi over 4i. Pi over 4i, I think. Yeah, isn't this what it would be? Is that right? E to the pi I over 2 is 0, right? In the real plane, at least. It's not imaginary, probably. Well, I don't know what it is. You tell me what the answer is, then. You're the one coming with the... You probably did Ace. Ace, I gave people bond coins yesterday. Did I not? 1 sec.
People just coming in, rubbing their gums.
Rubbing their gums. Yeah, they like to do that.
Stop rubbing your gums, mush.
Stop rubbing your gums, mush.
It's weird hearing you parrot me back. I didn't know my English was that bad, actually.
Well, that's my attempt for it, dude. It says...
No, just because you're not the only person to do it, so it's like my U sounds are wrong, and I know it, but I don't hear it myself until somebody parrots me back.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, you're right, Ace. I didn't give you a coin. Yeah. You're okay, dude. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, keep me honest.
Obviously, I spend a lot of time teaching foreigners English, and they'll parrot me back, and I'll be like, "No, that's not how you say that. Sorry, I've told you wrong."
Yeah, I've been a bad educator with it. Yeah, tell me the answer. I'm just curious. Yeah, tell me that. Tell me Thane. Tell me what your answer is.
The answer is 4.
The answer is 4. The answer is 4.
4.
Here, let me.
42.
1 plus NE. What plus 1 plus? What? Sorry, what was this like math puzzle this guy told me? Sorry, what?
E squared equals 0, but E is not 0.
Okay, E squared is equal to 0, but E does not equal 0. 1 plus E to the n equals what? And then you're saying the answer is 1 plus NE?
Just cheat and ram it into an AI.
No, I think this is a series expansion is what this is. I swear it is. I think it's like 1 plus E to the x. Well, it's like 1 plus E. Yeah, we can do yours next, Ace. Sorry, let me. I want to see this. Where does this come from? It's like 1 plus. Oh, this is what I want. Okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. Yeah, this is it.
Okay, that looks familiar.
Yeah, right? Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of. Well, that says x approaches.
L'Hopital's rule.
Without L'Hopital's rule. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking about. That's where I kind of see this coming from.
Right, if you have another question, please put it in help screenshots.
Yes, we like that. We love that.
That way, if we can't do it now, we can do it later. Okay.
Is n factorial squared times n plus 1 equal to n factorial times n plus 1? I just want to see where he's getting this from. What? 1 plus NE. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait. If E squared is equal to 0, does that mean all the even powers are also equal to 0? Right? E squared is equal to 0. Then E to the 4th must be equal to 0, right? Because it's the same thing as just 0 squared. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, all the cross terms die out, right? So anything... E to the 3rd is also 0? Okay, cool. Alright, whatever. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, the reason why that makes sense is, right. So when you do a binomial expansion, right? If I expand this out to all the terms, here, let me get that for you. Sorry, binomial expansion. This is actually kind of cool. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it comes from this, Thane. So if you have something to the n, which is a binomial, then this ends up equaling the sum, and this is like n choose k, so this is like what the coefficient is. This is the coefficient. And then it's like the highest power of x going down to the bottom, and then the highest power of y going up to the top. For an example of this, let's say, for instance, you have x plus y squared. You know this is equal to 1x squared plus 2xy plus 1y squared. Okay? This is why, like, it goes from, like, so this is like x to the 2nd, x to the 1st, x to the 0. This is like y to the 0, y to the 1st, y to the 2nd. Okay? So... If you're looking at this, right, that's going to go from some very high power of n. So it's going to be like, this is going to basically be 1 to the n, e to the 0, plus all these other cross terms. And then eventually plus 1 to the 0, e to the n. But we said anything for n is greater than or equal to 2 is equal to 0, right? So this is all going to go away. And so n choose 0 is just always equal to 1. So let me get the other, sorry. N choose 0. N choose 0 is, well, just give me the answer for it. N choose 0 is 1, right? And then n choose 1, well, whatever, it's like 5 choose 1. Is always just equal to n, right? Yeah. N choose 1 is equal to n. So this ends up being n, 1 to the n minus 1, e to the 1. And then it's going to be n choose 2, 1 to the n minus 2, e to the second. But we said anything higher than e to the second is 0. So this goes away. So all of these terms go away, and you're just left with 1 plus ne. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I actually like that one. That was a good. That's a fun question actually. You have to know about the binomial expansion for that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Dennis, did you need any more help? Sorry, with your question, or like, did you pretty much get everything here? You're a smart kid. I know you get pretty much everything. Sorry, I wanted to take a little side tangent for someone rubbing their gums in our stream. It was kind of fun.
We missed a follower as well.
Oh, thanks, Shova, for the follow. Appreciate. Yeah, double check. Yeah, no, you're good. I'm pretty sure you're good here. If you ever have this and you want to like double check and just make sure I get to it, ask me which one's the hardest. Ask me which one you're the most unsure with, because like we don't really need to spend time on this. You already know it. It's useful for me to teach it to other students, but I want to make sure you get the most out of it. So if there's like, for instance, you're like, hey, Dr. Gold, number 5 is the hardest. Let me know ahead of time, and I'll make sure we do number 5 before someone else like. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I'll do the channel. I think you did get them. Yeah, if you redeem coins, those get processed every Sunday. You'll see them in the office hours. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, good. I like this. Fun. Okay.
Well done.
Dennis.
Well done.
Okay, yes, Ace, we can do your question. What's up? You want to do investments? Well, I'm gonna give you something harder.
I gave you a precursor.
I know, yeah. This is a pretty easy question. 2% per year compounded monthly for 3 years. Determine the value of this investment. That's kind of a cool thing. Let's make it a little trickier. Because I know you already know how to do this. This is a good equation to know. But we have to know how often it's compounded. Yeah, there's a little bit of a trickier form to this equation, Sensation. I'll show you. It's you're on the right track, but you have to do this. You have to divide by n. Okay. Let's see if Ace is here. Ace, you around? Yes, sir. Okay, here we go. So this is the thing. I'm gonna give you a little. Let's say I have let's say $9,001 that I put into a bank account that compounds monthly with an annual interest rate of, I don't know, what's like a good interest rate these days for like, I think Apple actually has like some of the best interest rates on like savings accounts. Apple savings account interest rate, here we go. 4.1%, okay, 4.4%. Yeah, 9 times higher than the national average. Yeah, dude, most savings accounts don't even catch up with inflation. Okay. So
9 times greater than the national average. Wow, that's...
Yeah. It's really low, right? The national average is like 0.5%.
I think here it's 2.
For a savings account, yeah?
I think mine's 1 point something.
You're better off just putting it in the stock market. Like, stock market at that point is like better than 1%. Or just put it into Bitcoin.
Still gambling.
They probably mean for it to be compounded continuous if E is the point, or we can experiment. Yeah, let's experiment. Okay. And let's say, like, how long do I have to wait for it to be worth $100,000? Okay? It's a pretty cool question. So let's say you have $9,000 or a little bit over $9,000. You put it into a bank account using your Apple card or whatever, and it has a 4.4% interest rate. And we want to know, how long do I have to leave it there for it to now be worth $100,000? So, how would we do this, Ace? It's your question. And keep in mind, we're probably going to use something like this formula. Sub in the values first. Okay, cool. What am I going to sub in for the values? Principal rate is 9,001. Yeah, the principal amount. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, this is 9,001. I think that's cool. Okay. What else? Yeah, that's the amount you start with. So we start with 9,001. Final amount is 100,000. Okay, so that's A. Good. This is 100,000. Okay. What else? R is 0.044. I agree. Good. So yeah, this is R. Which, yes, you want this in a percentage in decimal form. So he was right there. Whenever you see something as a percent, you need to take this and you need to move it 2 decimal places over. So it would be R is equal to 0.044. Trying to find N. Yeah, good. N is what we're trying to... well, no, actually, we're not trying to find N. N here, they're saying, is the number of times interest is applied per period. This is also kind of like how often it's compounded. How often compounded. And notice how they say per time period. In this case, time period refers to like the interest rate time period. So that's going to be per year. So this is how often it's compounded per year. So, yeah, N is the number of compounding periods. Yeah, okay. So if something is compounded monthly, how many times is it compounded per year? 12. Good, exactly. Yeah, nice. So in this case, N is going to be equal to 12. And then T, that's the thing we're solving for. We're solving for T. Okay? So let's see how we would do that, right? So now we have 100,000 is equal to 9,001. 1 plus 0.044 over N. Let's remember N was 12. And that's to the N 12 times T. Okay? This is one of the harder parts of the question, but like once you got this, you should be pretty good. How are we going to solve for T here? It's the tricky thing. A little tricky. Isolate and make a common base? Close. Let's try to isolate. I'm down with isolating. So what's my first step for isolating? Divide by 9001. Good. Yep, Ace is correct. So anytime you see a variable that you're looking for in algebra, look at like what's the furthest away from it. And in that case, it's the 9001. And then look what it's doing. So this is multiplying by all of this junk. So you want to do the opposite of multiplying, which is dividing. And so that means we're going to take this and we're going to put it underneath. Cool. I agree with that so far. All right. So now we're to here. So we could simplify this, for instance, right? I know what I can do what 1 plus 0.044 divided by 12 is, right? So let's try to do that. So we say 1 plus where's my calculator? 0.044 over 12. And that gets me 1.0036 repeating. So that's 1.036 repeating. Good. Yeah, and now you're seeing this and you're like, oh man, I would like to make this like a common base, right? Do you see how it's kind of difficult to make this a common base? It's not as easy as before when we had like 27 to the x is equal to like 3 to the x minus 3. Right? I could just write this in terms of this. In this case, what we see is, right, this is kind of the same thing as this to the first. So if these had the same bases, then I could say that this is equal to this. But I don't know how to write this in terms of that. That's like not very easy, right? This just absolutely sucks. You can never do it. This is where we are going to use logarithms to get our answer here, okay? So what we have to remember is that the log of a to the b is the same thing as pulling down at b log of a. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the logarithm of both sides. So let's move this all over. Okay? And then what is that going to do? If we remember this rule. Yeah, it can be generalized to different units, right? So it's going to be 12t. So the whole thing here is going to come out front. Yeah. But good, here. Let's move this down. Good. So this whole mess, this whole exponent's going to come out. All right, good. Okay. And now this shouldn't be so hard, right? Because now I can take this whole thing here and we can put it underneath here. 12t. And then if I, finally want to get t, I can just divide everything by 12 as well. So you end up putting like a 12 down here. Okay, so let's see what we get for our answer here. So first we have to do the log of 100,000. And then we have to divide that by the log of this 1.03667. And then we also have to divide that by 12. And that gets us that t is equal to 54.8. And in this case, let's remember that t is the number of time periods. And then, right, the time period is related to how often we were compounding, which was years. So it would take 54.8 years for your 9 grand to turn into 100 grand. Pretty cool. Does that make sense, Ace? Yeah. Okay, nice. Cool.
Well done! Well done!
All right. That was a good question. Yeah, that's cool. So, yeah, you'd have to wait 55 years for your 9 grand to turn into 100 grand. I don't know. It seems like a long amount of time, 55 years. Right? Neither of us are 55 sensation. We haven't even hit 55 yet.
Not even close. It still seems like a long time away for me.
Nciplex says, also any amount to turn into 10 times the amount. Yeah, isn't that the rule of 72? Right? Is 72 the amount of time it takes for it to double? And that's without further contribution. Yeah, the equation does get complicated when you start like constantly donating to it. Yeah, because then the stuff you donated at the beginning grows faster than the stuff you donate at the end. Yeah. Bitcoin's ripping today, isn't it? What's Bitcoin up to? Oh, almost at 90. Wow. Look at that. Started at like 76 earlier, like 5 days ago. It's all the way up to 89. And if we look at like from the beginning of the year, was as low as... Oh, so it's doubled. It's doubled this year. That's cool. But if you look at the max, that doesn't happen all the time, right? Sometimes people like appear like, oh, it's going to keep going up, and then it goes all the way back down to 16. That's crazy. Bitcoin was down to 16K in like 2022. Now it's like 5 times that price. Yeah. You know what I always say, Sensation, though? Is that like, this is all kind of a trap, because I guarantee you people would have sold the second it doubled or it quadrupled. They wouldn't let it go all the way until it's like a factor of 6 or 7 before selling. Like, unless you like set it and forget it, there's no way you're just gonna let that ride.
Well, usually when there's a mass sale, the price drops.
Oh, of course, yeah. And I think that is what is going to happen. Bitcoin will hit 90K or hit 100K, and everyone's going to start dumping. Because they're going to be like, cool, I made my money, awesome. And then it's going to crash again. It's
and
silly.
You play against the market.
Yeah, then you can do... Yeah, this is where we have derivatives like shorts and whatnot. Yeah, it's all a mess. Let's see. Equity. You still around? Is Equity still around? Someone put just a picture of... Was this like Steph Curry? Did someone just put a picture of Steph Curry? Oh, that's Sensation. Someone just put a picture of Steph Curry in our Discord as like a question. I was like, what? Yeah. I'm like, I'm not exactly sure what this question means. Here, let me hit Bob Ross's face here. Let's see. I think this was like a Math Olympiad question. Okay. Consider the 2 points 4,1 and 2,5 for each point C with a positive integer coordinates. We define DC to be the shortest distance needed to travel from A to C. A to C to B, moving only horizontally or vertically. For instance, for the point C34, we calculated as follows. Okay, so for this point here, this is like the shortest, and so you have to go from A to C to B. Okay. Okay. I believe this is this what like, what is this called? Like Markov chains or something? Where you're trying to like figure out what's the shortest distance for things? Okay, the positive integer n has the property that there are exactly 2,023 points with x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, and DC is equal to n. What is the value of n? What? What's going on here? Excuse me. Okay. Are A and B fixed? I assume A and B are fixed here, right? Is that what we say? Like A has to be there, B has to be there. Okay. let's give some coordinates to something. Let's say, yeah, C is equal to X comma Y. All right. Then the distance from C to B, the shortest distance, right, is always going to be the absolute value of X minus 2 plus the absolute value of Y minus 5, depending on the point. So, for instance, let's say, C was equal to, I don't know, let's say it's equal to 1, 2, okay? Let's say it was here and here, okay? The distance to B is going to be this. That's the shortest distance to B. So that's 1 minus 2, absolute value. Negative 1 is just going to be 1. And then that's 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 minus 5, absolute value 3. Okay, cool. All right, that makes sense to me. That's kind of cool. And then, awesome, right. The distance to A is going to equal the absolute value of X minus 4 plus Y minus 1. So then the total distance, DC, is equal to the absolute value of X minus 2 plus the absolute value of X minus 4 plus the absolute value of Y minus 5 plus the absolute value of Y minus 1. Okay. And I want to know for what value of N, so when this is equal to like some distance N, how can I tell that there are 2023 possible points for C, so possibilities for this, that equal this? Wow. Okay. Like, let's say for instance yeah, let's just say C was equal to, or let's say N was equal to, what's this, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say N is equal to 6, because that's what this distance is, right? And I want to know how many possibilities you could have for that. So you could have the point being here, right? It could be here. It could be here. It could be here. It's actually interesting. It could be anywhere, I think, in this rectangle, right? Because let's say point C was up here. Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Ooh. I kind of like this. Okay. Okay. So whatever the distance of this this path is, I think the rectangle that gets made from that is all the possibilities that you could have for it to equal that distance. Okay, but how does this work if C is like outside of a rectangle? Like, let's say, for instance, C was equal to like up here. Okay. And then this was the distance I wanted. It was like going from here to here. So that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because now the issue is that if we move the point here, now this is closer and it's not going to work out. Ooh. Yeah, I can help you. Yeah, Cosmic, post a screenshot. I'll help you with DiffyQ. I'm just doing a fun math puzzle here. But yeah, if you want to post the DiffyQ question, I can help you out. I wonder if we can use Desmos to like graph this and say this is equal to 2023. Let's try that. I kind of want to see that. Let's see if that works. So 2023 is equal to the ABS. What is it? X minus 4 plus the ABS of. Yeah, what's up, equity? Yeah, we're trying to do it. Wait, why does it say swapyourvote.com? I don't want to go to swapyourvote.com. What? Stop. X minus 2 plus X minus 4. Plus the ABS of Y minus 5 and Y minus 1. I want to know like how many solutions are here. It doesn't really tell me, does it? Assuming X and Y are real. Oh, cool. They do the square root of that squared. Oh, this is fucking wicked. This is gonna make a circle, right? Well, not quite. How's this gonna work? Okay, cool. Yeah, I see yours, Cosmic. Let me see if I can, like, simplify this. Is there a way to simplify this down? Yeah, there's a cool little plot. Let's see if Wolfram can do this. Because we have a formula. I just need to know, like, mathematically how to solve this. No, it's not getting it. Okay. So, let's see if ChatGPT can, like, brute force it. Probably can. But X and Y must be integers. How many... Oh, wait. No, actually, it's not equal to 2023. Sorry. It's equal to N, and I need 2023. Okay, cool. 1 second. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do new thing here. Okay, what? Equals to N. And then we say, what is N such that there are only 2023 unique pairs of X and Y integers, and solve the equation. Okay, so for any... Okay, so they say... And the equation defines a diamond-like region. Very cool. Since N adds a new layer of integer pairs... Okay. Yeah. Derive a formula. I want to see what it comes up with. This is pretty cool. So they say 505 or 506. I think it has to be an exact number, so something's wrong here. But curious. Okay. Cool. All right. Anyways, that's a good question, Equity. Curious what the actual answer. Let me help out Cosmic with something that's not just like challenging math. All right, Cosmic, what's up? Let's see. Which one of the following is the appropriate form of the particular solution for the linear second order differential equation, constant coefficient, non-homogeneous? Huh. Is my question too difficult for grade 9 and 10? It's not that it's difficult, Equity. It's just, it's tricky. And I don't know the trick. That type of math is like, it's not that it's hard, it's that unless you know the trick, it's impossible to figure out. I tried to like, so I'm fucked tomorrow. What is it for, like a math competition? Yep. Yeah, math competitions are totally different than regular math. Math competitions is learning like a bunch of really like weird tricks. Not just like general math knowledge. Someone who's good at this, I believe is like, so Eric is good at this, Ian Stuckey, he's good at like these like math challenge problems. Or maybe Penn Center. Yeah, Eric, yeah, Ian Stuckey. Yeah, Eric is good at them. Ian Stuckey. Yeah, he likes some of his streams, he goes through what's called like, I think the yeah, and also that schedule's wrong though. I should take that out, Equity. Just use this. Yeah, exclamation point Cal. That has the calendar of when everyone is streaming. Yeah, use that one. Okay. Non-homogeneous. Okay, so y double prime, y prime, y. This looks to me like x squared minus 6x plus 9. Right? Okay. Yeah, ax squared plus bx plus c. I kind of agree with this so far. And then is it this one as well? Oh, but interesting. X squared, and then there's an e to the 3x. He might be. Yeah, actually, e to the 2 I pi is good at him too. Yeah, he likes math puzzles. Yeah. Again, like, I can attempt them, but I'm not an expert at doing math competitions. That's a totally different field of teaching. It's fun, but it's I don't really have the time for it. I want to say it's this one. Is this the answer here, Cosmic? Because I think it's like the multiplication. So this is like x to the 0. This is like e to the 3x. And this is x squared. So this kind of like combines all three of them in one. I want to say that is. Oh, you don't know it's your quiz. Oh, okay. I think it's the first one. Let's see why. Come on, ChatGPT. Tell me. Otherwise, I'd have to go like research why this is. Yeah, right. So okay, so it says for polynomial, you assume the particular order of similar form. Since the highest degree is x squared plus 3 is 2, you assume that. Okay. Since the term includes e to the 3x. Oh. Okay. What's up, Mean Machine Rex? Okay, cool. Well, I was right, which was answer choice A. Right? But I don't think I was right for the right reasons. Okay. That's kind of funny. So... No, but let's see why. Okay. So, in general, right? If you have, like, your answer... So, it says second order constant coefficient, non-homogeneous means this is equal to 0. Okay? So... Or it's not equal to 0. If it was homogeneous, this would be equal to 0. Okay. So, it's kind of like when you're doing... have you ever done partial fractions? Do you remember if for instance... No, you've never done partial fractions? Oh. You've never had to, like, decompose something? Like, say it was, like, x plus 3, x minus 4, into, like, a over x plus 3, plus b over x minus 4? Yeah, I know you've done this. Okay. And do you remember if, like, one of these is, like, squared, right? That then this becomes, like, ax plus b or something? Yeah, okay. It's kind of the same thing here. So, because this thing is x squared plus 3, that means the solution, right, to that is going to have to be something of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Because I'm going to have to eventually get an x squared out of there, right? Yeah, because that's the only... Yeah, because look, you have, like, a y here, right? And derivatives are only going to pull the powers down. So, that tells me y needs to be at least this. Okay? If there wasn't this, right? Then I believe you would need... I believe you would need ax to the third plus bx squared plus cx, right? Plus d. I believe. You agree with that? Okay, cool. All right. So the next thing you have to check, though, however, right? Yeah, so we know that ax squared plus bx plus c is probably a solution. Do I also need another constant with, like, e to the 3x? And what you want to check is to make sure that, like, e to the 3x is not already a solution from the homogeneous part of this, because then I wouldn't need... Then it's like it's repeated. So what they do is they say, okay, we know how to solve this if it were equal to 0, right? You just assume the solution, right? Y equals e to the ax. So then y double prime becomes a squared minus 6a plus 9 is equal to 0, right? And that gets you a is equal to plus or minus... Or, sorry, you just get a is equal to negative 3, right? Right? No, sorry. You get a minus 3 is equal to 0, so you get a is equal to 3, right? So that would give you the solution y is equal to e to the 3x, okay? For this. So what they're saying is that this so far already includes e to the 3x as being a solution, so this is redundant. And in order for me to have, like, a unique solution, I need to, like, multiply this by x squared, because then that makes it linearly independent. So now this thing is not just like a multiple of this. Which I think is kind of what they say here. Yeah, the homogeneous solution we got, right, was e to the 3x. So the complementary solution... Interesting. Why is it c1 plus c2x e to the 3x? Why is that? Oh, because it's repeated. Ah, it's a repeated root, right? And if the root is repeated, it's technically c1. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, it's a repeated root. Okay, so if it was just the single one, then you would also need to include x. Oh, very cool. Yeah, if it was different, then it would be a distinct root. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's why that's that. That's cool. Okay. Which of the following linear second order variable coefficient homogeneous what? Bro, how many words? This is a word salad. There's so many things here. Has the general solution C1 x to the negative 1/2 plus C2 x to the negative 1/2 ln of x. Okay. Yeah, this is a tricky math class for sure, man. So that was constant coefficient. Variable coefficient. Okay. Means that the coefficient is a variable. Cool. So that has to do with the x, right? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. I'm seeing. Okay. Well, honestly, I would have gotten it wrong, too. Okay. Let's get some ChatGPT inspo. Again, ChatGPT is not always right, but at least it points me in the right direction, and then I can figure it out. Cauchy-Euler equation. Ew. Okay. The type of solution suggests we're doing with the Cauchy-Euler because of the terms involving powers of x and logarithmic functions of x. Okay, so you're just supposed to recognize that this is a second-order Cauchy-Euler equation. Is that something you've seen before, Cosmic? Okay. So, right, this is the Cauchy-Euler equation. And I agree. So, kind of from last time, right? We see that them adding an extra x on here, or it must mean that there's like a repeated root, I guess, right? Kind of looks like repeated root. I'm like, I see the same thing, but then I also add an ln of x. What's up? Yeah, what's up, Zach? Yeah, these are a lot of words, Zach, that I don't know. So we're trying to solve this. Okay, so there's some repeated root. I'm guessing that r is equal to like negative 1/2, I guess, because that keeps popping up somewhere. Maybe. Let's see. Right. Okay. Cool. So, okay, so they literally just say because this one is the only one that fits the Cauchy-Euler form, that it must be it? Really? That's kind of whack. Right? They're saying this one doesn't have an x in front of it, so it can't be that.
No.
This one's also lacking an x, it can't be it. And this one's lacking an x squared. So really? That's really lame. They're just saying just recognize it? Oh, sweet, you're going live in 10 minutes? Oh, thank you.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'll keep it running until then. Cosmic, yeah, that's what that's what ChatGPT says. It says just like I don't know, like just eliminating choices. Yeah. Well, if you want, so Zach, so yeah, good point. So Cosmic, yes. Do you know Zach? Like either the 2iPie? He's gonna stream in like approximately 10 minutes, and we'll raid his channel. And you can ask him for like maybe a better explanation of why this is. Yeah, cool. Okay. Well then, here, let me look at the next one, because I think the next one is physics. I like physics. Sometimes in X2. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, have him explain it. Also, Zach, one of my students was asking like kind of a math challenge question. So it's like a math competition question. And I know you love these types of puzzles. So I always like come up with like my brute force attempt at solving it, and then I just want to write code to just try everything. But he was asking who was good at this, and I mentioned that you or Eric are pretty good at solving math challenge puzzles. For me, like, I don't know enough of the cool tricks to do these, but I told him to check out your stream. 90% chance you fail at it? Oh, that's okay. You like the puzzles. I remember seeing you were doing the one like your what was it? Your child was coming home, like doing this fun game or something with the squares and stuff. Yeah. I fail at them, yeah, because I just don't know the tricks. I feel like all those math challenge things are all just like, it's not really how smart you are at math, it's just how many tricks do you know. Okay, let's see. Suppose a 16-pound weight stretches a spring 2 feet. Assume the damping force numerically equal to the instantaneous velocity acting on the system. Which of the following IVPs based on a linear second order blah blah okay blah 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 can be used to determine the equation of motion if the weight is released from the equilibrium prism with a downloaded velocity of okay, cool. So that tells me that x prime of 0. So this is physics, Cosmic, right? So velocity is x prime, and the initial velocity, right, would have to be equal to -2. So right off the bat, you can start getting rid of some shit, right? This is wrong, and this is wrong. Okay. All right, now we got to do the other stuff. So it says, suppose a 16-pound weight stretches a spring 2 feet. Okay. And then assume the damping force numerically equals the instantaneous velocity acting on the sim. Okay. So F is equal to like negative bx prime, I guess. Yeah, the 16-pound weight. Do we feel like the 16-pound weight comes here? Yeah, I agree from these two that the velocity has to be that. And then maybe it's a 16-pound weight. Because let's think. If the velocity is 0 and the acceleration is 0, then the position must be 0? Is that kind of what we're saying? But wait a minute. Yeah. F equals ma plus gamma v plus kx. Yeah, no, this is a physics question. It's very cool, actually. Yeah, so F is equal to ma. That's equal to negative mg well, and we also got to like think of the convention, like where this thing is going, right? So I think it's going to be yeah, exactly. Yeah, acceleration is x double prime, v is x prime. Yeah. Yeah, because if you have it like this, right? This is kx. This is mg. and then the damping force opposes the velocity that it's going at. So you have an additional force. I have to think about this in terms of x, though. Like, do we just assume x is positive? But it's like, what's the equilibrium then? Okay, so x equals 0 is the equilibrium position. X equals 0 is equilibrium. So in that case, right, mx double prime is equal to negative mg minus kx minus bx prime. Okay. So you get that mx double prime plus mg, or plus bx prime plus kx plus mg is equal to 0. Okay. So then it looks like they must be they're stripping something off the x double prime. So if I divide everything by m, I get x double prime plus b over m x prime plus k over m x plus g is equal to 0. So then, but actually maybe we want to leave the mass in there and divide everything by g. Is that, no, because there's an m on this. What am I saying? Okay, no. There was an m on this, so we had to strip the m off. So, what is g equal to 1? Oh, okay. And then, okay, and then they're just getting rid of the constant. Okay. But the drag force could be the same as the mass. And this could be the same as this mass. You could get 1 for coefficients here. K over mx. B over mx prime. I think it's B. Let's see why. Curious. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, Zach. Yeah, we'll raid you in a second here. So, interesting. They're saying assuming downward is in the positive direction. Interesting. Yeah, I was starting to think this. Yeah, because it depends how you're orienting your axis, Cosmic. Okay. Man, this is tricky. Yeah. Cuz downward is usually negative, right? But what they're saying is that okay. And also they're doing everything in feet, right? So this is what we have to remember so that if you have something like this, right? Then now mg is equal to, I want to say it's 30, it's just m times 32. Wait, let's say gravity in feet per second. Yeah, it's 32. Okay, so m times 32, right? And then this is equal to k times x, okay? And you know that x, the amount it stretches, is 2. So you get 2k is equal to 32m, all right? So that tells me that k over m is equal to 16, all right? So then from before, right, that tells me that this has to be 16, which immediately puts you down to choice A or choice B. So it's either of these two. Okay. Why is it negative, though? Okay, interesting. Yeah, and then you can find the mass. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, okay. So k over m is equal to 16. Wait, how do they know the mass is a half? Sorry, what? Oh, we know that the damping coefficient is 1. Oh, it's equal to it. Oh, very cool. Numerically equal to it. Okay. So that tells me, yeah, B is equal to 1. Okay. I believe it's negative 2, so this is just 1. Okay. How do we know? Okay, but how do we know the mass is a half, though? Oh, okay. I see. It's going between, like, yeah, newtons. Dude, I hate that they're using feet here. Pounds and feet is terrible. That's where we should be using. Yeah, 16 divided by 32. That's so gross. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. M equals 1/2. Yeah, okay. So, okay, but then I still think the answer choice is B. I think ChatGPT is wrong with this. I appreciate their derivation of the numbers here. That's cool. But I still think it's choice B. Yeah, I would even argue this. I'd be to say, like, why is the initial velocity positive? Isn't downwards usually negative? Also, because when we were doing our, when we set up our equation here, yeah, it also comes down to, when we were doing our equation here, we defined this direction as positive and this direction as negative when we did the sum of the forces. Because we said mg was down, and then kx points up, but it's negative kx, because if this is considered 0, then when x is negative, you want the force to point up. So negative kx and then negative bx prime means it's opposing. Yeah. From how we set it up, yeah. It should be negative 2. I think so. Yeah, cool. This is the math department of my school. Yeah, first of all, fuck them for using, like, feet. What? I don't want to do that. It sucks.
I need to erase this from my mind.
Okay, cool. All right, good question there, dude, Cosmic. I appreciated that. That was fun. But yeah, let's go raid Zach, and you can go ask him about the other question you had, this one. There are a lot of words here. Yes, bring some E&M. I like E&M. Okay. All right, cool. let's end on stream. All right, thanks everyone for coming to office hours. Had a fun time working with you guys. You're very welcome, dude. Our next stream will be tomorrow. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern. So come on by, bring your homework questions, and we'll go through them. What we're going to do now, we're going to go raid our buddy Zach. Zach's very cool. And so if you have any other math questions you want to ask him, he can help you out. He knows a lot. Yeah, math education. We love this. Let's start the raid. Okay, cool. Oh, Mean Machine Rex is there too. Awesome. Oh, all our friends are there. Fun. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.